on to another episode of the Unfiltered podcast. I'm Kishira Olafadeko.
And I'm Cesar.
I'm light.
And you're welcome to the
Unfiltered podcast. You guys are yet to see the shekere. Thank you.
Know, it's okay. Thank you, producer, once again.
Welcome once again. As you guys can see today, Cesar is copying me. I bought this earring last week, and Cesar went ahead to buy one without even asking for my permission. Who gave you permission
Are we
to
not
copy
Korean
me?
lovers? It's not what inspired us. What is it?
It's what inspired us. Did you ask me before you go ahead to buy it?
I like beautiful things. You
You
like,
like beautiful things. You should have given me credit.
She's why she looking lost.
I don't know. She's looking like, don't you watch Korean movies?
I'm a fan.
You're
A
a
fan.
fan.
I'm a fan.
Are you sure?
It's suspicious.
No,
What do
our
you mean?
fans
Ask
don't
me how
behave
many
like this.
movies.
How many movies have you seen?
I've seen Vincenzo.
Sorry,
I've
please. It's
seen
okay.
Reborn.
It's okay.
So
You're
your
not
mind
fat.
now, because you've seen Vincent, I've seen Vincent.
She's not even. You
I've
don't.
seen
Have you seen
Reborn.
Boys Before Flowers?
No.
Sorry, I'm not taking.
When did
that
you
one
start
fan.
watching
It's
Korean
okay.
movie? Okay, let's wrap it up. It's fine.
She's not
I can't
fight.
do this. I can't do
She's
this with
not
you.
fight.
When
Don't
we're
worry.
done, we'll tell them.
I'm not interested.
You're not
I'm
interested?
I'm not
She
really
didn't date. She
interested.
didn't
You're not
Don't
interested.
bother.
We'll
Don't
forgive you for
bother.
today. Just today.
You're welcome.
Next week, you must come and tell me what you
You're
learned from the
welcome.
Academy of Souls.
I'm not joining that.
You have to. Anyways, guys. So today's topic is something that we got as a an email from the topic we talked about last week. We talked about workplace, being a workplace apostle, expressing the nature of God and character of God. And you guys are dragging me, but it's fine. I have thick skin. I don't mind. I'm still gonna watch movies. It's a good thing. So today we're going to answer some of you guys' questions, and Cesar is going to read the particular one we focus on
Yeah.
today, and we'll shed light on it.
Okay, so today is a work dilemma. It says, I have a situation at work and I would like your advice on it. I work at one of the big multinational organizations you know. I can't give the exact name. We won a big contract with the federal government running in millions of dollars, which is great for the organization. I'm the current procurement manager. Most things we need to source for the project goes through my table. My director called me recently and asked me to mark up the figures of the invoice we are sending out to the government. Let me give an example. The invoice is for $10,000. He asked me to make it $100,000.
What?
My God.
Wait, is there an extra zero?
And for the life of me, that's so much. That's a stretch, actually. And firstly, I'm a believer. I don't think I can do that. I won't be able to sleep well at night knowing I lied, forged figures, and it feels like fraud. I expressed myself to my director, and he says he's giving me 5 days to ensure I do it or I lose my job.
What?
In this Nigerian economy, I cannot lose my job. I honestly low-key feel I should just go ahead and do it. No one will know anyways. I don't know.
Come there.
Can we take a moment to breathe?
I can feel the
Talk
pain
it
of this
out.
person, because there's some situations that you hear about and you pray it never happens to you, because I feel like you can never tell what you would do until you're in that particular situation. So it's a very, very scary thing, because that figure, it's not a stretch. There's a difference between a stretch. A stretch is $20,000, extra 10K. This is
Extra
this is
stretch.
fraud. This is proper fraud. They want to run down the company.
Exactly.
So now Yahoo brought the lights.
My God.
But
Wow.
what would you do,
Just-
Light?
I'm
I mean,
just
not just what
thinking.
you would do, but what do you think about
See,
situations
let's
like
start.
this?
Let's start with my life. Right. I have 2 children. I don't know how many children he has. Do you understand? Let's talk about baby milk, the costs.
And I mean, it's expensive, guys.
Yeah,
I
go
started-
I started with Kenda milk for my first. At the point it got to 20 something thousand, we removed the hands.
Kenda milk. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. We did not use Kenda milk. We use Nan. We don't know Kenda milk. So it's okay.
So imagine you now having more children.
See, what I've been thinking since the hike in
Prices.
The
Inflation
prices.
is crazy.
I've been thinking of people who earn as low as 50,000. It doesn't go anywhere.
No.
It's for snack.
Yeah.
It doesn't go anywhere. So who knows the situation this guy is
It's
currently in?
reality beyond all of these things they shared
So
with
now,
us.
first, he didn't consider it. He did not want to. But then he looked at his life, looked at his family.
He's
It's
not
a real-
he's
it's a
not-
real
he's not
temptation.
considering. He's saying that they are giving him an
No,
An ultimatum.
Yes.
actually. So he's asking what he should do. He said the man say 5 days. If you don't do it, you go home.
5
You lose your
days.
job. So
Okay, what would
he's
you do,
asking
Cesar?
what
From
he
from
will
my
do.
from my stand, yeah, I'm going to pray first, right? I'm going to take it back to God,
Yeah.
because I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and she said, you know how that when we're in primary school or kindergarten, children department in church, they used to teach us faith is, you respond, memory verse, faith is, and then you respond, you share. But now, it's not faith is memory verse. Faith is a
For
doing
living.
word. Because
It's
you
for
have to
living,
now
actually.
live out what you've always memorized, right? So for this guy, he said he's a believer, so I'm going to pick up from there. I'll advise he goes back to God
So
to
you're
pray
saying he should
about.
pray about it.
Pray about. No,
So
wait,
Kishi-
but I'm not done now. I'm
okay.
not
Oh
done.
yeah. After prayer,
So pray about
money
it.
will fall from
It
heaven.
won't fall from heaven. Pray about it. Give it to God and tell God how you feel. What that the fact that, sir, this is tempting and I'm considering it,
the ultimatum is
or
even death.
that there's that threat and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Right? But that's the
So,
first
Kishi,
step.
what would you
Really,
do?
that's the first
I
step.
would say, to be very realistic, it's actually tempting. You
It's
consider
tempting.
the many dreams I have, like wanting to become, a media person, all of that. But this is what I just always do in situations like that. Nothing. Because I feel like it's easier to cave in the heat of the moment.
Kishi, say he's a married man. You have children.
Yes, and
have
I'm
food to
trying to
put on
put
the
that into
table.
consideration. To be very honest, I feel like because you're married doesn't necessarily mean.
And also tell.
No,
I
he has
think
a
you should
family
even.
that depends on him. So you're
And you can
saying
talk
doing-
to someone about it,
nothing.
because trying to
No,
solve
that's
this
not
in
what I'm trying to say.
isolation
What I'm trying to
can
say
lead
is,
you into
do you
error.
understand? What I was
Tell
even trying to
someone
say was, when
about
I said
it
do
too.
nothing, I'm saying in the heat of the moment. They gave him 5
But
days,
that's
right?
Okay.
For that first day, you're not under pressure.
There's no pressure.
Do you understand? As much as there's a need to give an answer immediately, you want to put yourself in a situation where whatever decision you're making, you're not making a tempo like
but
a
he's not. They're not giving him. They're not
That
saying you
long
should give
time
immediate answer. He's giving him a
answer.
5 day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you
That
know,
within
time
those
frame.
5 days time frame, for the first day, just go back home, do nothing first. If I were here, I would have a conversation with my wife,
Of
right?
course.
Talk about it with my wife. Ask her for her perspective, because in this kind of situation, it's a life consequential action. Whatever happens, there's going to affect him and his wife. Whatever decision he makes, even if he go ahead to do it, it's going to affect him and his wife, because it's just going to affect him. So it's consequential in every sense of it. So he has to bring her on board, right? And I always tell people that the fact that you're married doesn't mean that even single people, when they are faced with realities like this, it doesn't come with so many things to think about. Because even I consider a whole lot of things. Economy is affecting all of us, right? So beyond just saying I would pray and all of that, I would then begin to make plans as well. Two things I always do in situations like this, where I feel like I'm facing a threat from somebody higher than me in the place of authority, who has the power to either stop me from progressing in this place, is I am going to take it up. Do you understand? It's not the owner of the company. If it was the owner of the company, it's a different case.
Well, he's his director. So
Doesn't
he's
mean there is an
close.
higher authority I can respond to.
Kishi, there are some things that if you like, go and tell your guy.
What if this is a
You will,
test?
even, what if you get there and the owner of the
I'm
place
just
or the
thinking,
higher
what if this is a
authority
test?
is even
Part of it,
the
and that's
thing.
fine. I would do that, knowing that I did what was best in the interest of who I am and who I believe I am.
You
what I
do
believe,
what really?
I would take it up with the higher
And once-
authority
and once
after.
you take
No,
it
she's
up.
saying that if you take it to the
So,
higher
and the
authority
higher
and they are all
authority
in
is
on
involved.
And that's
it.
what I'm saying. That it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I've done what is best. So if they want to sack me at that point, I'm going to leave honorably.
Yeah.
So you're saying that
you will
the
leave.
guy is
Do you
saying
understand?
He doesn't give
But
him
he would
He
feedback.
doesn't give in,
So you're
but
saying that
don't
after that
just
5
go.
days, if he comes and says he's not doing, it should go.
Yes. If they say if you don't do, we
Wait,
would sack you, sack me.
Cesar.
I won't resign.
What's your
Do
opinion?
you understand? Because
No,
it
I
looks like
see.
Cesar is just asking us.
I know. Yeah, see, listen, this man is in a dilemma truly because
Yes.
people depend on him, lives depend on him. I mean, like he said, So I know that yes, you pray and wait, but I was because nobody is gonna know. That's what he said, though. That
So-
when they pad the numbers, they won't know anyways. And you're saying you should go back and think about it. So we're saying, okay, fine. You say that you should pray. Are you saying that you should leave the job?
No, like after So she said you can
So
talk
what
to your
will
friend,
he
which
do?
I also
What will he
agree.
do
Talk to
actually?
God
He found
about
that job
it.
somehow
See,
now.
if
That's
he
the
said he's a
thing.
Christian, that's why I'm coming from that
Do you
angle, and I
understand?
Okay.
trust that you hear the Lord. And of course, he's going to tell you, he's going to give you
God
insight
is
on
not
what
going
to
to
do.
leave
He's
you
not
in
going to leave you
instances like
hanging,
that.
right? Then also talk to your wife, carry your wife
She
along.
would have something to say to it.
And I trust that you're a man with, I believe, I'm
He's a
just
man with
hoping that you
values.
have
Well,
values
like you said,
and
he's
that you
a
cannot be
believer.
swayed by,
For somebody to be
that.
considering this thing and even asking for perspective, it is because he has not just Christian values that he hold dear to himself,
Moral
but a
values
moral value
too.
that he also hold dear to
True.
himself. So you can't allow your conviction just be anchored on that, because now one thing I always tell people is this: it's easier to not start something, because the moment you start it, you will
You can't
continue.
stop.
If I pad 10,000,
And it's a lot of money.
I said this
It's
is
a
not
lot of
padding. Stop
money.
saying padding. It's okay, padding. It's flawed.
I say it's
Padding
your
is
own body
10K to
right now.
20K.
Yes.
Padding is 10K to 30.
I'm
10 to
talk to
100.
So are
someone
you saying that
about
padding
it.
is because you're saying padding like? Are you saying that even
Padding
if it's
is good.
20K dollars,
And I also
it should go
think,
ahead?
No, I'm not saying that this
I also
is an
think
atrocious
that
figure.
I also think that it's important that he talks to someone who shares the same values with him, not
Yes.
just anybody.
Neutral
The
person.
person who share, maybe not at your place of work. Someone just tell the person about it, and
You
let
should
the
get
and let
help
the person
outside work.
and let the person check
Hold
in
you
on you,
accountable.
hold you
What happened?
accountable,
Third
right?
day, fifth
Because
day. And one thing I always say is it is our inability to trust God that make us think, if I don't do one thing right now, right here,
yes,
it's over for me. I
yeah,
interviewed for a job recently, gone through all the stages. First stage, very one of the most intense application I've ever done. I don't want to repeat it in my life again because it was just messy and very demanding. Did a full structured marketing plan. It was just a lot. Got to the final stage. The only thing that messed up the entire thing was just a referral and all of that. And for that entire month, I was so messed up that it took God actually jolting me back to reality and saying, is it that you've believed that this job is like the highest job offer?
The only thing that you have.
That they are going to pay in euro. So I'd already calculated exchange rates. The figure was already entering into round it up. Like
Okay.
I already calculated what I was going to do with the money after paying my tithe. Like my life is going to take a uphill dive. Like I've already arrived to some extent. God had to remind me that this is not the only job you'd ever apply for.
Yeah.
The same way you got some job opportunity is the same way you will get another one.
see, and I love what you said. Sometimes you don't have to get home to pray, to even talk to God. As
Just
they
to
are
come to
speaking
that.
to you, He's whispering. Don't go there. He's already whispering.
So the same way you say that they are testing him at work, what if God also is testing him to
Testing
see? It's a test of your
him.
Okay, so I
faith.
was going to actually say that when you said pray, yes. So what I would say is yes, it's a very
You will do it.
it's a very 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 dicey situation because come on now, like
Dicey. It's just doing
but
you. The money is calling you.
I'll say to him that first of all, you are already showing that God cannot come through for you. Do you understand? Your faith is in that job more than God. If you're a
Yeah.
believer, like you said, okay, like she said, you pray, you talk to your partner, and all that, get help outside, call on the higher authorities and all of that. But you also need to know that your faith should not be more in that work, but
Yes.
in God, because
Thank God.
even if you lose that job, He
is
can
able to
give you
provide.
better. But do not think that because I'm forced to, they give me 5 days, please I have
That's
to.
the end of it.
You don't really have to give in like that. It's okay. You can actually say no, to be honest.
Yeah.
You can actually say, because I believe that when you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So if it seems like you have values, so
Yes.
please stick by your values, stick by whatever you believe in, and I'm sure God will definitely come through for you.
Amen. So let's just ask our audience for their input as well. You guys should.
Yeah.
Please
What would
send
you
us your
do
messages.
if you've been in this
What did you
situation? What did you do?
You
How did you navigate
yes.
it and all
Because
of
it's easier
that?
to talk when you have not been
Yeah,
in that
I'm not. I'm not.
situation,
I'm
you
not.
get.
I'm not there yet.
Wow.
I don't know what I would do.
And
What
there
a
are
dilemma.
situations that are even more intense
Than
than
this.
financial
Yes.
padding.
I know of that. Well.
It's a lot, but
Okay, Kishi.
thank God
Okay,
for
light.
integrity. So I think we'll just call it a day. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening and tuning in today. Would also love to answer some of your other questions around any other things, and we'll call it a day. Yeah. See you guys same place, same time, same people.
Yeah.
And
On the Unfiltered
Filtered
Podcast.
podcast.
Alrighty.